Did you hear that car crash? Look in front of you. Today on the channel, we're here to collect this Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition Monday Night Wars Walmart exclusive Mankind. Have a nice day. All right, everyone, welcome back. We are back to take a look at the packaging for this figure. If you're new to us, thanks for joining us. I am SQD Willie, your host again, and this is Here to Collect. Now, what we like to do on our toy reviews is we like to look at the packaging first. We'll obviously then bust it open, and then we'll take a look at the accessories, the head-to-toe review, some comparisons as well. We love to do comparisons. We love comparisons so much that we'll bring in stuff from the 90s, retro. We love it. So we think everything is relevant from all eras, and we have a lot in our collection. So check out our toy room videos if you haven't already. And with that said, we'll bring in some comparisons to show you against this Ultimate Edition figure, which is the cream of the crop, as they would say. And then final thoughts. So let's take a look at the packaging. All right, everybody. So you have the standard Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition style packaging. You have this window box with the figure off center to the left with all the accessories on the right-hand side. Mankind on the front. Ultimate Edition Mattel. Yes, this is ultimate articulation for authentic posability. On the side of the box, you do have the Attitude Era logo, the date that the figure was taken from. So this is the attire and the look from that infamous Monday Night Raw on January 4th, 1999. Oh, WCW. And you have a wonderful, wonderful photo of Mankind, Mick Foley right there with Mr. Sacco and the title on that side. You have Ultimate Edition Mankind, Monday Night War, WWE WCW. On the top, nothing much. On the bottom, a bunch of this legalese. But if you are looking at Walmart, there is the barcode for y'all. With that said, we turn this box around to the back. Love the image again of Foley here on the back in his figure photography form. And I do love the image that is taken here as well from the night. So very good job, whoever did, obviously, the box art for this particular figure. Love it. Also, the Monday Night Wars logo there. You have bio and copy. So if you wanted to read it, there you go. So, as you know, if you joined us previously on the channel, we love to open these up. But we don't just open them up. We bust it open. All right, everybody. We busted this one open, and man, it is just nostalgia. It's bringing back those vibes. I remember, and comment below if you remember this too. Where were you when you were watching Nitro? You were watching Nitro. There's no way you were watching this taped Raw. Maybe you were, maybe. Dig it. But I really think if you're a big wrestling fan at the time, you were probably watching WCW Monday Nitro. And as soon as they made that announcement on air that the title was changing, I think everybody took the clicker. That's what we used to call it, the clicker, or the remote control, whatever you'd like to call it. I'm getting all excited over here. I'm hitting my mic. It's getting crazy, baby. It's getting wild. We're here to collect. So, you know, you take that clicker and boom, you switch it over. And man, what a memorable night, right? The Rock, Mankind, DX coming out afterwards, Foley finally getting his... I mean, that really, really changed the tides of everything. And that's what this, out of the packaging, as I look at it as a whole, with the accessories in front of me, it's just bringing back a flood of those memories. Comment below, let me know if you get the same feeling when you look at some of these figures, whether they be wrestling or other lines. So let us know in the comments below. Anyway, what we're going to do is, we just took this out of the packaging, but what we need to do is get that Mankind out of there and take a look at the accessories. All right, everybody, we have these accessories up close and personal in front of us. We're going to go over the hands first. This figure does come with an extra set of fist hands, so we'll start there. You can see, basic fist hand, guys. There you go. some veins, nothing crazy, left and right. And then this does come with open palm hands as well. Wide open palm hands, as you can see here. So there you go. Let's get the hands out of the way. That's not why we're here. Now, the figure also comes with Mr. Sacco, which they did a really great job with. It looks like Mr. Sacco. I love that they use that kind of stretch material and everything on this. So basic Mr. Sacco, nothing crazy, nothing on the back end. Love it. It's got the little bit of a beard mustache around the mouth. It's what you want in Mr. Sacco. So that was cool. It comes with a Mankind mask, which is actually kind of ripped off, which is pretty cool. So you can get that kind of iconic image of him maskless, obviously holding up, you know, at the end of the match and all that stuff. You know, you can just do a lot with this. And this is what's really fun too. This mask actually fits on this face. So this alternate head scope, you can kind of get it on there. I'm not going to show you how it looks fully on there because it does take a little time to get on there, but you can fit it nicely in place on the head if you wanted to do that. For me, I think I'm going to keep it off. I'm probably not going to use this facial scope. We're going to review it right now. I'm just not a fan, guys. I'm not saying that it doesn't look like Mick, because I think it does. Actually, it looks, I think, better than the promotional images, especially when you get it up close and personal here under the light. I mean, you could see it looks like Mick Foley, a younger Mick Foley, and they did a good job. But I'm just not going to use this, guys. It's just not what I want this figure to look like. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not, even on this side image is really great, guys. So there you go. I mean, I love what they did. They did just really nice sculpting on the hair, a straight brown wash. You do have a little bit of different kind of dry brushing in the beard area to kind of bring like some grays out and whites and stuff. But just an overall a fair sculpt, something I'm not going to use. Before we go over that, let's actually look at this Attitude Era title. I love it. I think it's great. It looks amazing. All the tampo work looks great on it. It's bright. It's shiny. It's what the belt should be. They've missed on a couple of these Ultimate Edition belts, guys. So, again, I don't know if that's factory. I don't know if that's QA, QC, but this one they knocked out of the park. That's a home run. Last but not least, we'll review this final head sculpt. I like this one. You know, this is a classic Mick Foley, tongue through the teeth kind of head sculpt. This is a fun sculpt. So, again, Mattel with the open mouth sculpt really nailing here with the Mankind Mick Foley look. I love it. It looks great. It's got the mask, even the detail and the stitching of the mask on the back there. Like back in the day, this probably wouldn't even been painted. You know, got the silver there along the mask line. Really good. Really fun sculpt. So I'll probably end up using it. But that's it for the accessories. So, you know, you don't get much with this figure, but you get exactly what you need. Obviously, there's some accessories on the figure itself. It does have the shirt and the tie. We're not going to take it off. We don't do that on this channel. We like to keep our stuff neat and clean, and we're going to display him with the shirt. So anyway, let's head in to literally the head-to-toe portion of this review. All right, everybody, we are back, and we are ready to take a head-to-toe look at this Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition Monday Night Wars Walmart exclusive Mankind. Have a nice day. Let's take a look at this figure. I am excited about this because I absolutely love what Mattel did with these facial sculpts. They look great. All three facial sculpts, as we reviewed in the accessory portion of the review, look amazing, including this one, which is more the jovial. This is more the jovial Mankind. I love it. He's got the kind of tongue a little bit hanging out there, happy face, kind of celebratory in style. Love what they did here. Basic, just, you know, great sculpt. But I did mention, as I mentioned in the accessory portion of the review, I love how the mask is obviously colored in here. You have the, you know, the string on it, and then obviously the buttons that go up to the top of it. I really like that. So it wraps around the back of the head. The hair is just a basic brown wash. And as you move down the accent, I love that that tongue is just kind of sticking out a little bit there. It's really super fun sculpt, guys. Love it. Yeah, there's nothing really bad to say about this facial sculpt. I mean, I really enjoy everything they're doing here with the Mankind. As we move down here, you're going to get the standard Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition articulation. You have, obviously, double jointed knees and elbows, as you can see here. So your figure is going to be able to do everything that you need it. You have a thigh swivel. You have a shin swivel. You have up and down and pivot on the ankle, including a toe hinge there as well, up and down on the toe hinge. So you have all the butterfly joints in the upper part of the torso as well. And then what's interesting about this figure is that it's got kind of two shirts on. It's weird. I'm not going to remove either one of them, but there's like a bottom shirt here and a top shirt, and then he's got his basic just singlet underneath, like the black singlet. So very intriguing how they did this this kind of style of shirt, or I don't even know what it is. It's pretty crazy. I don't know. It's just a blanket undershirt. So they gave him an undershirt. So that's super fun. It's a separate piece. It's super fun. They gave him an undershirt. And he's got the tie here, which is super cool too. I love the tie detail on there. Very accurate to kind of the tie he wore, during that night, Monday Night, Raw, 1999, January 4th. I mean, gosh, I remember that night so much, so vividly. But very much, though, a basic figure other than that. Even the boots, you have kind of like almost knee-high boots that are very accurate, very good looking, but just black. I do wish that maybe the laces on some of these would be a little bit more accurate. I don't know. It's probably black laces too, but just wanted to say that. I love the feel of this figure too. So recently when we've been reviewing WWE Mattel Ultimate Edition figures, there's been a lot of issues with head, movement and swivel and stuff. Not a problem here. No bobblehead here. Everything, all the joints seem to be tight. Really nice. Now, again, that was more with the mainline figures. I think we've been finding that, but with these store exclusive figures, they've been pretty solid. I don't know, guys. Comment below. How do you feel? Do you feel as though that the store exclusives from Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition are a little bit more better build quality than the regular just releases? I don't know. Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And guys, I mean, it brings you back. This figure is amazing. And again, head to toe review is just that, just a head to toe review. But when we bring some of the comparisons in here, you're going to see this is probably one of the best Mankind WWE WCW wrestling figures ever produced, I would have to say, just from even a pure accuracy perspective. We like to look at accuracy and how it looks. It's just a great looking figure all around. So let's do that. Let's get to the comparison portion of the review, and we'll see you on the flip side for that. All right, everybody, welcome into the comparison portion of this review. And why don't we start with some Mankind releases? This is what I love to do, guys and gals. So let's get in here. I don't have money up here. I just brought some old school ones. I didn't bring any of my new Three Faces of Foley stuff out. So we have an old school lead here. Bang bang, Cactus Jack. That's the original right there, with the shirt, with the Cactus Jack. I mean, I love that figure. So just for a size comparison, that's an old school elite right there. I love that figure, and that's how they kind of scale together. So that is I forgot what Mattel series this is. It's been so long, but I'll tell you one thing. This head sculpt still holds up. This head sculpt still holds up. So have a nice day, brother. Have a nice day. So I wanted to show that. Then what I wanted to do for you all is I had to bring the Rock in, right? We have to bring the Rock in because that's super fun. So we have the Ultimate Edition Rock here. Bring it right next to Mankind there. So there you go. We had to bring the Rock in there as well. We absolutely love that figure. Next, we had to bring the Dead Man in here because he is just such an iconic, obviously, wrestler. And him and obviously Mick are just synonymous with each other. So I did want to bring the Dead Man in here. Now, this is the Target Ultimate Edition exclusive. From a little bit later on, we're talking about more like Ruthless Aggression era, but I love the facial sculpt on this figure, and he kind of does have the American Badass gear on underneath. kind of. So, like, I don't know. I think this is a very versatile Undertaker, in my opinion. I know probably people in the comments are going to kind of, you know, chastise me below, but that's how I feel. So I wanted to bring Undertaker in there. Next, we have the Eddie Guerrero here, also from this wave, the Walmart exclusive wave. Love that Eddie right there. Review coming soon of him as well. So I just wanted to give you a size comparison there. And next we have our trusty Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition ringside exclusive CM Punk. And there's a little bit of a size comparison. There are things I really love about this figure. There are things that I really dislike about the Punk. We're going to get into a review of that very soon. But next to Mankind, well, have a nice day. And next we have another line. We're going to go with a McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse DC Classics Riddler. That's our trusty Riddler we just got in from Amazon. We like to use him now. We switch him up a little bit here and there as far as 7-inch figures. And as I've been saying, folks, I mean, this size is comparable. I mean, this is obviously more of a 6-inch leaning, but I would say 6.5, leaning towards 7. And next we have our trusty Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Dengar. Found that at not Ollie's, but Ross for even cheaper. So we had to pick up a Dengar for the collection. And we'll have a Star Wars Day coming very soon, so stay tuned. And the last of our, let's say, true toy line comparisons, modern toy line comparisons, the Jazzwares AEW Adam Copeland. Guys and gals, I'm sorry, there's no comparison. I mean, if you want a good wrestling figure, Jazzwares is producing some really good stuff. And I mean, when you look at these side by side, I mean, there's just... I keep saying this, guys. You guys, I love the Mattel team. I love the product that they create, and I absolutely love the line, the expansiveness, and everything. But as far as like realism, AEW, man, Jazzwares AEW product is unlike anything in the market, especially for the price point. So we're going to be getting into a review of this one very soon, but the Rated R Superstar next to his mentor, Mick Foley, had to put them together. There you go. We're actually going to bring in now some of the progressions, as we like to say, of what this figure was and now is today. All right, everybody, welcome back to comparisons, and here we go. Here is our progressions of this style figure. Now obviously each one is a little bit different in what they're trying to convey, but again, I think these are the closest we're gonna get to one of another. I would say this is these two are a little bit more later into the run, as this was depicted from the actual night that he won it. Comment below, guys. Let me know your thoughts. This is the obviously Classic Superstars, the WWF Jakks Pacific WWF Classic Superstar Series Mankind. Okay, with the Mr. Sacco. You have, this is, I believe, the Mattel Elite Summer Slam Mankind. So it was a store exclusive, if my memory serves correct. And then obviously you have your Walmart here. Comment below, which guys do you think is the best? I mean, I think there's no comparison. I think the last one is. I do love that SummerSlam Elite figure, though. It's really great. A little slim in the body, though. But I love the title. I love the facial sculpt on that one as well. Comment below, guys. Let me know. Are you keeping all of them in your collection? Are you going with one? I'll always have a soft spot for this Classic Superstars figure, even though it looks pretty weird next to all the other ones. I mean, I'll tell you, but for the time, this one was something else. I mean, you could look at the facial sculpt up close. I mean, there you go, guys and gals. So there's the progressions, as we call it. They do this in cards too, so it's like progressions. Or we're going to be doing it more if we have a lot of the figures, a lot of, you know, this similar style figure throughout the years. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Let's get on to final thoughts. All right, everybody, we're in final thoughts. As I say always on the channel, I give credit where credit is due. Hats off again to the Mattel WWE design team, Steve, Bill, Robert. You guys did an incredible job at Obviously, the selection of the attire for this particular Mick Foley Mankind figure, absolutely love it. You guys nailed it out of the park. The accessories are top notch. The head sculpts are top notch. The title looks great. The actual engineering of the figure and its joints and everything, they articulate very well. Nothing is too tight. Nothing is too loose. Nothing is bobbling. Absolutely love everything you did with this figure. Again, I keep saying this and reiterating it, just because some of the mainline stuff for Ultimate Editions have been spotty in their QA/QC. I feel if we have figures like this, if we do have figures like the Seth Rollins Amazon the Fan Takeover exclusive, I mean, those figures were beautifully done. So if we continue on that road, I'm in every time, guys. As long as the figure looks good, as long as it's playable, as long as it has amazing amount of accessories that are highly detailed, I'm all in, guys and gals. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for joining us for another toy review, wrestling figure review here on the channel. I'm your host, SQD Will. We are here to collect. Don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Just because our name changed doesn't mean we're not going to do the same things that we previously did. So as you know, what we like to say on the channel is, we like to find those figgies on the hunt, so check out our toy hunts. And when we get those figures, we bring them into the studio. And then you guys can come and join us for another toy review.